Hello everybody, hope you are doing well. Well, today we are going to be implementing the login screen, which is this screen. So let's start coding. This is where we left in the last video. We will start by creating a new file. It will be a swiftui view and we will call it login view. In my login view, I will have a navigation stack, and inside my navigation stack I will have a vstack. Okay, and as you can see here, my image, my text field, the button, and this also button, they are somehow, it's like they are between two spacers, so that's how we will do it. We will have a first spacer, a second spacer, and between them we will have image. It will be logo from our asset folder. It will be dot resizable, dot scale to fit, with a frame with width and height of 150, and we will give it also dot padding. Okay, perfect. After that we will be implementing the text field, and before we start implementing the text field, let me explain how it will be implemented. As you can see, it's a floating text field, so to implement it, it is very easy. We will have first a text where you got this email, and above the text we got this text field, and this text field will have an empty placeholder. That's why we see the text, and of course we will play with the Y of the email with animation, so when it's not empty, the email will go to the top. If it's empty, it stay at its old place. So let me show you how we will implement it. We will have a Z stack with an alignment of dot leading. Then we will have a text. We will call it email. And I will give it a foreground style of dot gray. Okay, perfect. And the font of dot system, this one style of dot subheadline, and design of dot rounded. Okay, perfect. Above my text I will have my text field, so text field, and it will have an empty placeholder. And for text we will go now to our authentication folder. We will create a new group. We will call it ViewModel, and here we will create a new file. It will be a Swift file, and we will call it login ViewModel. Okay, perfect. Here we will have class login ViewModel of type observable object, and then we got at published var email of type string, and it's an empty string. So here we can call our view model, so at state object private var view model equal login view model, and here it will be $view model dot email. Okay, now this should be good. On my entire Z stack I will give it dot padding. Okay, this looks good, I think. As you can see, when I write, the email doesn't go to the top, but it's perfect, at least his position for now. Now for the email, it will be very easy. I will give it dot offset, and I will modify the Y. So if view model dot email dot is empty. In that case, the y will be 0, else it will be minus 25. And to make it look good, I will add dot animation, this one, of dot default with a value of ViewModel dot email dot is empty. If it's empty, it will be 0. If not, it will be minus 25. So let's check it and see how beautiful it is. You see, once I start writing, it goes to the top. If I delete it, it's back to the old position, which is perfect. Okay, there are one thing missing, of course, is the divider. So let's implement a divider, and here, so I will have a v stack, and after my text field I have a divider. Okay, that makes it look good, I think. Okay, perfect. The thing now missing is, as you can see, when I write, you see the image go a little bit to the top, so the space doesn't get closer. So to do so, we will just add here dot padding of dot top, and here it's if ViewModel dot email dot is empty. In that case, the spacing will be 0, else it will be 18. That way the image also will go to the top when our image is floating. So as you can see, perfect, I think. And as you probably know, in password it's the same thing, so it doesn't make sense to copy and paste the same component. We should create a reusable component. So we will extract subview, refactor rename. I will call it floating field. Okay, perfect. And here I will have var title of type string, var placeholder of type string, and at binding var text of type also string. And my email here, I will replace it with title. ViewModel.email will be replaced with text, so it will be text, and this one $text. This one will be text.isEmpty, and same thing for this one also, text.isEmpty. For the placeholder, this empty string, I will replace it with placeholder. Okay, perfect. Now I need to add the missing argument. So for title, I will give it email. For placeholder, an empty string, or for text, it will be $viewModel.email. And hopefully everything will be working just the way it was working, and we got a reusable component. Okay, perfect, as you can see. The next thing is to add another floating field for password. It will be called password. In my login view model, I will create another one at published var password of type string. It will be an empty string, and I will give it $viewModel.password. And here there is a little problem still left. You see, when we write, okay, it's perfect, but if I go to password, for example, I don't want a text field, I want a secure field. To handle this, it's very easy. Just all we need is here, we add a condition if title equals password. In that case, I want a secure field, where I give him placeholder text of $text, else if it's not password then give me that. Now this way I think it will be perfect, you see, and the password I go to secure password, so perfect I think. Okay, now the next step is to implement forgot password, so let's quickly implement it. So it will be a text forgot password. It will have a font of dot footnote, a foreground style of dot gray, a font weight of dot semi-bold. I will give it also a frame with max width and alignment. For the max width it will be dot infinity, for the alignment it will be dot trailing. Okay, perfect. I will also give it, I think, a padding of dot padding of dot top, so dot padding of dot top and dot padding of dot trailing of 28. Okay, perfect, I think, beautiful and very similar to the one we got here. After that we will implement the button, so let's go implement our button. So it will be button with action and label. For action it will be empty for now, for label it will be text login. I will give it a font of dot subheadline, a font weight of dot semi-bold, a background of dot gray or dot green, I apologize, a foreground style of dot white. Okay, perfect. A frame with width and height, or before the background I need the frame modifier, so dot frame with width and height. Width I think 160 and height 44, and let me check, I think, or it was 360. Okay, perfect, and I will give it a clip shape of rounded rectangle with a corner radius of 10. And to the entire button I will give it dot padding of dot vertical. Okay, beautiful, I think, so far. After our spacer we will have, as you can see, a divider and an A stack, so let's implement them. After our spacer we will have a divider, and after my divider I got an A stack, and to the A stack I will give it dot padding of dot vertical. Okay, so far that's all I need. Also I need a text, so there will be two texts. The first one will be don't have an account, so don't have an account. And the second one will be sign up, so text sign up with a font weight of dot semi-bold. To the A stack I will give it a spacing of 3, which is perfect. Of course the font will be to the entire A stack, it will be of dot footnote. Okay, perfect, and the foreground style of dot gray. Okay, I think it's beautiful, it's really similar to the final app, so perfect. The thing now we need is just to get this floating field and go to our component folder. Inside the view we will create a new file It will be a Swift file and we will call it floating field, and from there we will cut this code. We don't need it here anymore. We will import swiftui and we will have our floating field here. Hopefully everything will be working perfectly the way it was. Okay, perfect. And we got our floating text field working, also floating password, so perfect. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.